Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Nails in Orbit. Today we are doing Billy and Mandy. Fun fact, my sister and I were not allowed to watch this show growing up, but my dad never said anything about the games. So we loved this game I was doing specifically. So it's not really from the show, I guess maybe some of it's from the show, but it's mostly inspired from the game, the Harum Scarum game online. I loved it so much. It was the one where you had to throw like toilet paper or dynamite to the pumpkins, and then you had to beat the big pumpkin in the end. And the other game I love that I'm going to do at the end of spooky season, because it's a Christmas game, but it's still kind of spooky, so I'll do it at the end of October, but it's the Christmas one. Have you guys ever played that one? That one there's like, you're in like a bubble and you have to throw stuff and get the little scary toys that are coming at you. That one. So we're gonna do that one also, but in a different video. So anyway, let's get started.
Hello everyone. So we're gonna start with the spiral, and the base is Creature Feature from BALLPIT's new Wicked Nails collection, and then I just mixed white, Slime Time, and Creature Feature for the inside spiral. I probably could have just mixed white and Creature Feature, but I wanted like a little bit of like a yellowy green tinge to it. I don't know if you can really even tell in here, but now I'm using the Double Trouble brush which is a 12mm, to do the whole spiral. So I kind of just go around the whole nail. I found this was the easiest way. Just go around the whole nail, just like throw it on there, basically kind of messy, and then we'll just thicken up the lines later. So that's what I'm gonna keep going to do. And just so you guys, a reminder, use code ORBIT for 10% off if you want the Wicked Nails collection or the brushes. You have some stickers, and then some shirts are coming out on Friday. So Friday the 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So here we are, we're just thickening up the lines a little bit, and it's pretty easy peasy. I really liked this, and I thought it was just a perfect idea because in a lot of the branding that Billy and Mandy, like the show, has, there's this like lime green spiral that they have in the background. So I was like, oh, that would be so fun using these colors, because I thought this like Creature Feature kind of matched more of like the darkness of the game and the inside of the game. And I'll just pop up examples as I say this, but then we're just filling in the spirals. And I love the spirals because they don't have to be perfect. Like if you compare all the nails, every spiral is a little bit different. Like the ring finger is a very tight little spiral, and the pinky is really separated spiral, but I think it all looks good, and it gives a nice variety and depth and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this spiral right now. I just did matte because less glare for you guys, and it's easier to draw on, and we do a little fun thing in the end with matte versus shiny. So I kind of liked the matte a lot. I thought it looked very nice with the spiral. I feel like it's giving a little bit almost of like a core line, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's finish up this spiral and then we move on to our first character. Alrighty, now we are moving on to our first character, which is just going to be one of the pumpkins from the game. I just picked this pumpkin. I feel like this is just the big like boss pumpkin, so that's why I picked him, and I just wanted to put him kind of on the side because you guys will see I'm going to throw a little bit, because you know in the game how I was explaining how you throw something like toilet paper or dynamite, I end up putting a little bit of toilet paper on the top, so I wanted to leave a little bit of space for that. And we are just filling in the character the same way I always do, color blocking. I really find that the easiest way. I've seen other people do it where they like sketch it out. Like it's really just up to you. I just like the color blocking the way. I don't know. I feel like it's easier for me to eyeball some stuff, but I feel like if it's a little bit harder for you to eyeball, maybe try the sketching and that like the sketching techniques, and that would be a little bit easier for you. I know BALLPIT has a lot of tutorials using the sketching method. It's just this is way easier for me for some reason. I just love a color block. And now we're just filling it in. This one was a really fun set to do. The characters were majority like pretty simple, so I loved it, and it was very fun. So, and then the orange is of course pumpkin, which is the same one on my nails, pumpkin juice. It's absolutely the perfect orange. There's no neon in it. I know I've said this before, but there's no like neon to it, so it's just a nice orange. And then I can't remember what I used for the wood, but for the wood of the foot, I was trying to go for like a rotten wood, so I didn't want it to be too warm and brown, so I was really going for like a very cool brown that was very much like almost gray. So I was mixing a lot of colors. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember what colors I mixed. I'm sure I just mixed like a brown and gray and something else in there, maybe a little bit of green. But yeah, no, it was a lot of back and forth with the color, but I think it got it perfect. I'll go ahead and let you guys watch the rest. And now I'm just going in with the line work, same, I'm just using the double trouble brush. And then the Baddest Black liner by Nails by Dev, and just filling it in. I'm trying to make the lines a little bit thicker. I feel like Billy and Mandy is a little bit close to, oh my gosh, the Fairly Odd Parents, and their lines are a little bit thicker than like the average cartoon, I would say. I wanted to ask you guys, what costume are you going to be for Halloween if you're going to dress up? I think my costume, if we go to a party or go out, my fiance and I, he wanted to be a pirate, so we'll just be pirates. And then, but my work, we're allowed to dress up at my job. So I have like 2 other coworkers that I work closely with. So we're going to be Sully, Mike Wazowski, and Boo. And I'm very excited. So let me know what your guys' costumes are. And here we're going to go ahead and start Jack-o'-lantern. And we're just using that same orange again. And then he's mostly just going to be, he's got a close-in view on him. So it'll be his head. And then he's like holding one of those, what are they called? Like a staff thing? The Grim Reaper things. Oh my gosh, you guys, I did not cure the orange properly. I don't know, maybe it was just like too far away from the lamp or something. I just did it too quickly or something, but oh my god, so it did not cure, right? If you do this on a person, I always take it off and like do it again, which is really inconvenient, or like try to wipe it off with most of it off with nail polish remover and then paint over it so I make sure that it's cured. But since I'm just doing it on my practice hand, I kind of just left it, and then I do another layer later and it smooths it out, so it's fine. But right now it just looks really bad, so it's okay. And now I'm going in, I believe this is just Boothang mixed with white to get this lavender color, like a darker lavender, which I really like that combination. And now we're just filling in the hat. I kind of altered the colors for this character a little bit, but I just wanted everything to be super cohesive and I wanted to use all the colors, so I just made it a little bit different and that's okay. And purple looks good with orange, so we love it. So I always like to look up the characters, especially characters I don't know anything about. And like I said, I wasn't allowed to watch the show, so I only played the games. I didn't know anything. So apparently, according to Grimm, Jack was a prankster in medieval Innsville, which is presumed to be between 1500s and 1600s. He was pleasant, but he loved to pull pranks on the townspeople, like sawing chair legs, changing road signs, etc. He also was known to have invented some gag pranks like the chattering teeth. And then, but the problem with his pranking was that he never knew when to stop, sometimes pulling several pranks in a row on the same person and occasionally pulling pranks that resulted in someone getting hurt. Jack was obsessed with inventing new tricks to pull on people, staying up creating various pranks. And then, oh my God. Okay, I blocked it. Oh my God. Several prank devices, then laughing himself to sleep when he was finally done. So that is Jack O'Lantern. And that's kind of funny. I just didn't know about him at all. Did they explain him a lot in the show? Did anyone ever watch the show growing up? But he seems kind of fun. And I love that Grimm is the one who knows him. So I know we covered up the majority of the nail, even though we did the spiral in the background. So you may be wondering, like, why did we do that spiral, or why did we do the background before? I always do the background before just because I feel like it's a lot easier, and then we just paint on top of it instead of doing the character and then doing the background after. I know that is a technique that other people do use. I haven't like really tried it myself. I've only done it this way because most of the time I was doing like, when I still did acrylic, most of the time, I still do acrylic, but I used to do it all the time. I would do like encapsulated nails. So I always had my background before the character. And I think I just keep that same order with gel polish. I do just do my background design and then I do it. But I've seen people do the background after. I'm not sure what the benefit is to doing the background after. Maybe it's just so you can keep, I do know. I think it's like, say for example you put like a light color in the background or a nude, it does make the colors pop a lot better, so you don't have to layer them, because sometimes I do layer them twice and just to make my colors pop. But I guess if you did start with a lighter color and then put the background in afterwards, you wouldn't have that problem. But in this case it would be kind of hard because we do have that spiral and it would be difficult to like make a perfect spiral around a character. So you could always start with a light background if you have like just one color and then do the color after. It's really up to you, but I am a background before character type of person. So I just thought I would throw that in there. And that is jack-o'-lantern. So I actually went ahead and threw a glossy top coat on top of the nail, but then I decided I didn't like it that much. And usually I love gloss, but I didn't like it that much. So I went ahead and I put a matte top coat on top of the whole thing again, and then I'm going to put glossy only on the characters. And I thought that looked so fun. It kind of looked like, see how it's like all matte? I feel like that still looks nice, but just the background matte and then the character shiny, it was perfect. I've never done that before, but I thought that was such a fun thing. And it kind of looked like, those like puffy stickers that we had like growing up as kids, like they're like really puffy stickers. That's what I feel like it kind of looks like. It looks a little bit more 3D off the nail, and I just love it. I thought it was just a fun idea, and it kind of separates the background from the character, which I absolutely love, and I will definitely be doing in more videos coming up. So now we are working on Billy, and we're just starting with his head. I'm putting Billy and Mandy on the same nail, so I just slowly like placed his head to make sure he would fit and Mandy would fit. I definitely got more of Billy on the nail than I did Mandy, which was fine with me. I think I only missed her shoes, but that's okay. So I just took my time placing him. I just did his kind of like egg-shaped head, and then I made sure I had enough room for his nose, and I wanted to keep him more to the right side because I was going to put Mandy more to the bottom left side, so it just made the nail even. And then we just do the same thing, color blocking, filling it out. Love it. I wanted to ask, were you guys ever not allowed to watch any TV shows? Because I wasn't allowed to watch Billy and Mandy, Cat Dog, or The Amanda Show. Even though I watched every episode of The Amanda Show, I know I did. But because I don't think I listened to him on that one because I loved The Amanda Show. But anyway, I wasn't allowed to watch Cat Dog because of the bullies. And then I wasn't allowed to watch Billy and Mandy. I don't know why. Maybe it was just kind of dark, I guess, in general, because there was the Grim Reaper. I don't really know, but we weren't allowed to watch that one either. But let me know if you guys weren't allowed to watch any shows and if you watched them anyway, because, you know, your parents ain't watching the TV with you at all times. So I'm sure I watched many episodes of this. So I definitely messed up his proportions a little bit on his mouth. You can kind of like see a difference, but I just kept going, and I was like, and again, right now I'm doing the voiceover and I don't have the picture of Billy at the top at the moment. I will add it, of course, like you guys always see, but the proportions I remember being pretty off, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going. And I can't even notice a difference because I'm not directly comparing the image to my drawing at this moment while I'm doing the voiceover, and I can't tell you like what's wrong. Like, it still looks like Billy. So that's just the case. Sometimes your portions might be a little bit off. I just keep going, finish the character. You'll love it, so don't even worry about it. But yeah, Billy looks great right now, even though his proportions are off. But you can, like, it's good example for you guys to see, like, it can be kind of off and you're still fine. Like, I feel like I got his eyes on point, so he still looks like Billy. And now it's time for Mandy. And for Mandy, I did a little bit more of a pinker undertone for her skin. Billy's a little bit more of a yellow undertone, so he's that D&D 291. And then Mandy is, I believe, Baby Doll by Nails by Dev, her complexion collection. And now we're just finished up Mandy. But I got her whole head. I just covered up Billy's back of his hoodie. I don't know what he's wearing. Cloak. A little bit. And just put her hair on top. And we were just gonna finish her on up. Her shoes weren't anything special, so I really just got her head and then her shirt, and it was totally fine. She looks like Mandy. She got her stank face on, and she's fine. Alrighty, they are all done. I went ahead and top coated just the characters because the background, like I said, is already matte. And now we are going to move on to the pumpkin like spirit. So this is what the pumpkins look like when you hit them with the toilet paper or the dynamite or banana or whatever it is. They like break and then a little like pumpkin spirit goes into the sky. So that's what we are drawing right now. I love this set so much because the way I just feel like the composition is fun. Like there's so many characters, there's so many things happening on the nails, but it doesn't look like too much, and there's like a different thing happening on each nail, which is really fun. And the bad thing about this though, I used really cheap press-on, like really cheap full cover tips. I can't remember where I got them, like maybe like Amazon or something like that, but they're just really bad tips, and I thought it would be okay. Like they look fine on the hand because I was trying to try a technique where I did the press-ons on the practice hand because I like it better for the videos, but then I can also wear it. But the thing is, these ones are so cheap that I don't even know how to explain this. Like, you know, when like most press-ons, the cuticle goes kind of down so that it looks like it's growing out of your nail. These ones go straight. So there's like an opening where the cuticle is, so it doesn't like go in and look natural. So it's not really wearable. Like it looks fine on this hand, but I wasn't able to wear these ones. But at least it looks like I'm using my practice hand normally, so so I can make my press-ons now, so I'll be able to like showcase them and wear them instead of just being able to put them in the hand. I'll explain that in another video. Like maybe I'll show you guys how I use my practice hand and stuff like that. But it's a little bit confusing. Just know that I can't wear these ones because they don't look good as press-ons, which is unfortunate. So now I'm probably just gonna use my Apres tips or my Nails by Dev tips moving forward. And now this is the ghosty part. So I just did slime time, clear, and I think I did some glow in the dark. I don't think they glow in the dark very strong. It's just some glow in the dark I got from the nail store. But I just kind of wanted it to look just green and ghostly and be able to see the background through it and maybe glow. So I just filled that on in and we continue that. And I also added to the eyes of the jack-o'-lantern and the face of the pumpkin because I wanted that like to glow in theory as well. But this stuff, like I said, doesn't glow that much. And now for the Harum Scarum logo. I really wanted to do a logo, especially on the thumb. I thought it would be really fun. And I'm really just gonna let you guys watch. I am not a pro at logos by any means, so I kind of just throw this together kind of quick about it, but I really like it and I thought it was a fun addition. Alrighty, the logo is just about done. Ooh, I love it. I love the spiral in the background. It's so nice. And their font was so fun, so I had to do it. But here I am, just top coating everything. And I love how they have the arrows. I don't know why they have all that like in their logo, but I love it. Like just the arrows going everywhere. I feel like the arrow kind of fits in with like the spirally background. So anyway, I got done with the whole thing, and then I was like, you know what? We're missing something. We have to have at least one of the weapons that Billy and Mandy use to defeat the pumpkin. So I went ahead and went with the toilet paper. I thought it would be good for contrast, and I think it's the funniest weapon that they have. So I just threw a little toilet paper over there, color blocked it, line worked it, and top coated it, and then we will be all done. Alrighty, and that is the set all finished. Ooh, I love it so much. I've been waiting to do Billy and Mandy since last year. I just was like, I'm gonna wait for Halloween because I didn't get to them last year, but I'm so happy I did this year. I love this set so much. I hope you guys love it as well. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that jazz. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next one.